Hundreds of smart streetlights in the city of San Diego could be restored despite concerns from some people in the public about surveillance and privacy issues. Thank you for joining us on this Monday evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt. The first in a series of public meetings got underway today for San Diegans to voice their opinions on the controversial technology. And my co-anchor Wally Alayu is live in Barrio Logan, one of the neighborhoods proposed to get the lion's share of the cameras there. Wally.
That's right, Kimberly, and the lights would go up just a couple blocks behind where we are standing right now, live here on Logan Avenue in Barrio Logan. You can see the hub of businesses in the neighborhood. Logan Avenue is proposed to get 8 smart streetlights. Here's the deal. There's a lot of controversy surrounding these streetlights, and throughout the next couple of hours, we're going to be hearing from those for and against the use. But first, I want to give you a look at what some of these lights look like. Not only are they supposed to have surveillance cameras, but license plate readers as well. And we're taking an in-depth look this evening because today begins a week of 2-a-day public meetings for input on this subject. So who wants it? Well, the San Diego Police Department is asking the community for feedback on the controversial technology. Right now I want to get out to ABC 10 News reporter Austin Grabish, who's joining us live from Otay Mesa, where a community meeting just wrapped up. Austin, how did that one go?
Wale, dozens of community members were here at the library in Otay Mesa. They filled the room here for a presentation that went on for over a couple of hours about this controversial technology that the police are hoping to turn on soon. At first glance, this looks like a regular streetlight, but a closer look reveals this is actually a crime-fighting tool. Equipped with surveillance cameras, these so-called smart lights can also detect gunshots. But should San Diego police be able to use them? That's the question now. The police department wants to install 500 of the new smart lights.
Where it is.
Captain Jeffrey Jordan is trying to sell the community on the benefits of the technology, while also acknowledging the controversy surrounding the cameras that led to a partial moratorium on their use in 2020.
The technology with smart streetlights, particularly when we had them in the past, were a game changer as far as solving violent crime throughout the city.
At the first feedback session Monday in Otay Mesa, community members asked if police would share the surveillance video with ICE or other law enforcement agencies. The answer was no. Still, some residents were left concerned.
I will be against the indiscriminate implementation and use of surveillance technology.
Jordan says the more than 3,000 cameras up around San Diego have been used about 400 times to solve crimes, including sexual assault and even a murder in 2019.
There was almost no information about the suspect or motive, but what we did pick up in that video was a distinctive car that enabled us to identify who the owner of the occupant of that vehicle was and track that person and hold him accountable and make sure he was charged with murder.
Jordan says the cameras will not be used to detect gunshots, even though they have that ability, and the city will own the data. This San Diegan says he was reassured, at least partially, by Jordan's presentation. But
this being such a major concern for the entire district, as well as the city, I think should be put to a vote.
Now, I did ask the police captain you saw in my story what happened to the more than 3,000 cameras around San Diego. He says they are still up and they are still recording video. It's just not accessible to police in real time. What happens now is that they have to go to the district attorney and get a warrant. They then have to manually go up to the camera and take the SIM card out and pull that video off. And that is what they are hoping to change with this proposal for 500 new cameras. Reporting live in Otay Mesa, Austin Grabish, ABC 10 News.
All right, Austin, thank you. I want to give you guys a heads up on how we got here. So back in 2016, the council signed off on a smart streetlight program which promised to use energy-saving smart streetlights to assess traffic and parking patterns. Now, in 2018, the city installed thousands of these types of streetlights with no public input, and police started using them to conduct investigations. Now, a year later, the public learned of cameras and began to raise privacy concerns. In 2020, the whole thing was shut down by then Mayor Kevin Faulconer while the city adopted what he called a clear surveillance ordinance. Before that, the cameras were credited with helping to solve the 2018 murder of a downtown business owner as well as the Church's Chicken shooting in San Ysidro back in 2019. Now, those examples are why people like former El Cajon police officer Kevin LaChapelle support the smart streetlights. With the increase in crime, he says, take a listen to this. He says he believes people will come to see the value in it as well. Take a listen.
The advantage is in solving crimes. It's kind of like the working smarter, not harder. So, you know, when you have things that can scan license plates, for example, you can very quickly ascertain who was in a particular area. So as a law enforcement tool, it's obviously huge.
So LaChapelle acknowledged the public's trust in the system is needed. He noted it can take a long time to build trust and only take one misuse, just one, to completely lose it. And that's where community advocate Francine Maxwell has concerns. We spoke with her today as well. She is hoping answers to some of the big questions on equity and privacy will be given at this week's meetings.
The bottom line that you can agree on is that we want equitable distribution of the lights. We know that we spent over $30 million to receive them, and they bamboozled us. They said they were for the climate. They said they were for parking. They are a tool that needs to be in the tool chest of the law enforcement, but it needs to be shared how things will be stored. Who will you be sharing the information with?
Maxwell told us that while the city is holding these meetings, many who the streetlights will affect may not be able to actually attend them. Why? Well, because of their busy work schedules. Maxwell told us she feels the process is ultimately being rushed. Well, we're gonna have a lot more to get into with this subject, a lot more, including an in-depth look at the technology being used in the streetlights themselves. Coming up at 5:30, we're gonna talk to a UCSD professor on the coalition that helped come up with the city's surveillance policy. That's at 5:30. Kimberly, for now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
It's affected so many high-profile cases and helping to solve crime. Thank you, Wale.